Hello, beautiful people. Thanks very much for staying with GBC News. It's time for the page. This is where we do chit-chatting. We get those who matter when it comes to sports development. And today, we're taking a look at the ongoing Greater Accra Handball League, the excitement. It's gradually going to an end. And I have one passionate colleague here. She has decided to really stay more with handball. Although she has been following the women's football and every sporting activity that involves women in this country, you see her there very, very quiet and unassuming. And today, she has been able to trek to my studios to really have a little brief on the remaining matches of the Greater Accra Handball League. Let me salute everybody at the Greater Accra Handball Association for the human's job you doing out there. I have and Nana Adjoa Coffie in the house. She happens to be the media. Are you the media coordinator or media attaché or friend of the media for Greater Accra Handball?
Let's use the friends of the media for Greater Accra Handball.
But you like more of the Greater Accra Handball?
Yes, please.
And Davis is for the Water region?
Yes.
Okay.
He's part of the executives.
So just walk us through. From day one, you've always been at the various match centers to educate somebody who is watching today. How many match centers are being used for the Greater Accra Handball League? 3
centers, that is the University of Ghana, Bema Camp, and then Prisons Handball Court. So okay. Cantonment, Bema Camp, and then UG. That's where you guys have your league. Yes, and please. So walk us through how exciting, how difficult, how stressful. Just walk us through. How does it feel like waking up and then putting it on your itinerary? No matter what, there is football, there is stuff. I'll still make time and then go and witness handball, write it, post it, tweet it, everything you do for Greater Accra Handball. Well, handball is a physical game. It's very physical. So you need strength, you need energy to play handball. And even a media person covering a game of handball, you need that heart. You have to stay calm, because if you are following a particular team, for example, I like to follow Prisons and then Army, and then this civilian club, Kaneshi Royals. I like how they play, and sometimes they are winning. You can see that the first half they are leading their opponent, but I don't know what happened. Then the opponent will overtake them, and me as a media person standing there, that I am that familiar with some of the players, sometimes I get tense. Then I'm like, how are the coaches also feeling? And when it comes to handball, we only have one female referee, so sometimes I love watching her officiating. Oh, so the whole Greater Accra, there's only one female referee currently active female referee on court. Yes, because we have the men and women. Yes. So she gets opportunity to officiate the men's game. Wow. She gets the opportunity. And she's a prison officer. She's a national handball player. And she has captained the prison's women handball team for like 3 times since I started following handball. So I believe that Madam Mary is doing a great job. And we have Madam Visesia from police, but she's of the technical aspect, so she's always at the table. So currently I can say that we have 2, but the other 2 ladies, they are under training, so they are not there yet. Sometimes when we are having the under 20 and the under 10 players doing their own thing, whenever there is a tournament, you see some of these referees, the female officiating. So it's because of them that sometimes I also want to follow the game. Great. And so if you look at the general league, the men, the women, let's start from the women, because that's where you love most. How have the teams fared like, and currently where are the teams in terms of positioning and everything? Some of the challenges we are facing currently is how the civilians will feed the security service team, because all the security service team, their strength is from the civilian clubs. That is where they get the players. But sometimes as a civilian, you have played for a particular security team for like 4 years, 2 years, and they are not recruited. Then they give up and they will go back to the civilian clubs. So that is the challenges some of the security service teams they are facing now. Currently, police team, they need new legs. They need fresh. You mean Ghana police? Yes. Or say police? Yes, they have the experience. They have the big women doing the big things there, but they need the young chaps to come and feed the team with speed, with fast break and other stuff, which I think Ghana Fire Service and Ghana Police, that is their challenge now. But no matter what, police women, they will defeat you. They are strong, they have the footwork. And when you meet them in the finals, or die be die.
You mean, Ghana Police, for you where you sit as a reporter, as a lover of the game, you wish that officialdom can recruit younger ones to blend very well with the experienced ones that are there now.
Yes.
And you feel that when that is done, police will be unstoppable. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, police and fire service, because I saw 2 civilian players who were playing for police. Currently, they've joined army because they are looking for opportunity. They want to work. So I can't play for a particular team for like 2 years, 3 years. And I know that I'm playing for a civilian, a security service team just to get the opportunity to wear the uniform or to...
But are they good? Those playing...
They are good. They are good. And I believe that if someone is watching or a follower of handball is listening to me, they believe that the police team felt their absence during the time that they were not there until they were able to blend and get that gaps filled. So they need it. Fire service currently, they are lacking behind because they don't have a team. The women, they don't have a team. But for the men, they are good. They are, I think they are second on their league log, so they are good. But for the women, no. They need fresh hands to come and assist them.
So as it stands now, how many matches are we left to wrap up the Greater Accra League for the women?
Okay, they have some of their outstanding games.
Okay.
By today, for example, Air Force and police will be in action at the prison sandball court. And the first round, that was week 3, Air Force people, they defeated police. That's the men, because the police women, before you defeat them, you have a lot of job and activities to do. So this one, it will be a revenge or a repeat. And I believe that the police men, watching 2 or 3 of their training last week, I believe that this time around, if Air Force, they don't beef up their team, they are going to lose. But Air Force were able to defeat Navy last week at Bema Camp. So anything can happen in a game of handball. And
so right now as it stands for the Ladies League, the standings, which teams really are pushing to be at the top, or who are taking over the top position? Okay,
so we have Zone A and Zone B. Okay. So the Zone A, police women, and then Navy women, they are there. And then the Zone B is Army and prisons women. Okay. So these 2 teams will play the top 4. Then we'll go for the champions of champions. But the knockouts, I think Army women, they are out. By police women, they are in. And then prisons women, they are also in for the knockout cup. So I believe.
And then, so what of the men?
For the men, it's Army and prisons for their zone, and then Air Force and police for their zone. But since Navy is having one outstanding match, anything can happen.
So should Navy win, he will take...
It is likely Air Force will come down. They will come below, and then police and Navy will go back. The Navy team, they are also a strong side, and before they represent the country at the Samuel tournament. Oh, okay. They did so well, and since then, you know the security service and how they play. This year they can be in the league. Next year they are on official duty, so they can't release players and other stuff. I think that is what is not helping some of the security service team, because today you have to go to work, tomorrow you are on sports release. So it is not really working for Navy, I can say, because watching them and Air Force, some of Air Force players, they are on training now, but they were able to beat them. And you could see that the players themselves gave up. They gave up. There was no fighting spirit in the Navy team last week when I watched them. So anything can happen.
So what really drives people? Because there are days you go to, let's say, the prisons sports complex, you see crowds. What really pushes these people to... What is in the game that makes people... I know as for you, it is in your blood now, so I'll ask you why, but... The enthusiasm, people stand behind and you see them passionately shouting on players, urging them on, cheering them on. What really is it?
Most of the times we have players that their children are still playing when it comes to the security service. Police, prisons, and the rest. Some of them, their children are still playing for the security.
So it's turning into a family thing?
Yes. Yes, and then so when you go to prisons or the Bema camp, you get attraction because people are coming to watch their awards, others are coming to watch their wives, others are coming to watch their husbands. That's the game of handball. We don't have that big sponsorship and that huge supporters, but when it comes to tough games like prisons and army, prisons, police, and the rest, you will see the crowd there because their parents, their mothers, their children, they are there to play. Great. That is what pulled their attention of the supporters.
This today, you mean there is going to be a match, an outstanding game?
Yes, please.
Then tomorrow too, we see one?
Yes, another civilian one.
Okay, then, so after these 2 matches, then what happens?
After these 2 matches, we will break and have the knockout cup, where we will see Army, we will see prisons, police, and then Air Force doing their thing. So we'll have 2 qualifying from that stage, and they will come and meet the champion of champions, is the league winners against the knockout winners.
Okay.
Then
so we are checking out from the studio. What do you think can be done to get corporate Ghana to really come and support Greater Accra Handball?
Before corporate Ghana can come, unless we start from the national, when the national pools, they will get the crowd or the sponsorship for the Greater Accra, because currently Greater Accra is playing the active league.
Yes,
currently
they are playing actively.
Yes.
So what can be done for them?
So they can go with the national and then get the support. Handball is a physical game, and I think the players and the coaches, they are also causing corporate Ghana not to come, because you come and watch and a little misunderstanding, it turns to a different thing.
We will get time to look at what goes into these controversies here and there. The issues I don't want to talk about. I want officials to be here so that I let Ghanaians know that they need to really support Greater Accra Handball, because, for instance, the issues I have discovered with officiating in Greater Accra,
yes,
that I feel that we need the officials here, so it will not be as if it is still that is trying to set an agenda. We want to really make the game look very, very beautiful. And so I can one day say I want to go and take a course in officiating for handball, and I know that I can make it a career. Not that it will be a part-time, that it is just for fun.
That's what
and
part-time
football referees, it's their profession. They are being paid well. They are getting security. And you become a handball referee, and it is like, it is just part-time. You do it, you sweat, and you go home. Nothing for you. We will get time to come and talk about it. So this afternoon and Friday, there will be matches at Prison Scott.
Yes, please.
So it's going to be exciting.
Very, very
Everybody
exciting.
should be there, right?
A revenge or a repeat for Air Force and police.
Okay. So viewers, if you love the game of handball, please be at the Prisons Handball Court this afternoon, same time tomorrow, Friday, as some of the outstanding matches are cleared. Follow them and then just have a feel of it. The African Games is just around the corner. Let's see how we can really build it up. Thank you very much, Nana Adjoa Coffie. She happens to be the media coordinator or Friends of the Media when it comes to handball in Greater Accra. Greater Accra. Handball in Greater Accra. The page returns same time tomorrow. Bye for now.